I told you guys this is going to be a very long video, so you guys should just get a snack, munch on something, because we're going to be here for a hot minute.
Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my 5th buying or not buying. I do this every week, and last week I missed my video because just in case you haven't watched my other videos, I basically had a sty. So I'm very glad that I got rid of that, and yeah, so I'm back filming and doing my regular routine, and I am happier than ever. So let's just get into it, because this week we have so much to talk about. And like when I say so much to talk about, I mean so much. By the way, I'm so sorry if you hear like something that sounds like an air turbulence or something like that, because there is heat like right above me, like that's coming out of a vent. So it's very hot in here, but I can't really do anything about that. So I am so sorry if you hear that, but let's just continue on with the video. So the first thing I have to talk about is a Pixi Ultimate 5th Edition Beauty Kit. So in this kit, it is $32. Comes what looks like a mixture of blushes, highlights, and a bunch of eyeshadow shades. I actually didn't know that Pixi sold things like this, but I'm very intrigued in it, and honestly for $32 and the price point in what you're getting isn't too bad. So I feel like if the quality is there, it really is worth trying out. I mean, it is limited edition, so I'm guessing that it's like their holiday collection or something like that, so I might just pick it up and test it out for you guys and do a whole video dedicated to it. So let me know if you guys would want to see that, but that is something that's very intriguing and I would love to pick up. So next, Lorac is coming out with like a bunch of things. They're coming out with lipsticks, they're coming out with lip gloss, they're coming out with cheek palettes, they're coming out with like liquid lipsticks, they're coming out with a bunch of things. So the only thing that the cheek palette that they're coming out with, it looks like it's 4 blushes, 1 highlight, and 1 like highlighting shade, like a banana shade. That is going to retail for $30. I'm not sure specifically how much the lipsticks will retail at, nor the lip glosses, but if I do find out, I will definitely put it somewhere in the somewhere like right here, or if not right here. So yeah, don't mind me, by the way. I probably say this disclaimer every time, but I am looking at my phone because I want to see all the products that are coming out, and like I have all the prices here, so well, I have most of the prices here, so I want to give you guys accurate information, and that is why I'm looking down. Okay, so next, Dior is coming out with this Capture Youth moisturizer. It retails for $95, and along with it, they tell people who buy that product that they can mix and match with the 5 serums that they have. They have, I'll tell you them, they have a plump filler serum, a glow booster serum, a matte maximizer, a lift sculpture, and redness soother. I would not buy the redness soother for me personally, because I'm not like super hyperpigmented or anything like that, so I feel like that doesn't really pertain to me so much. Nor the lift sculptor. I feel like my skin is very young, and I feel like if you personally have very young skin, I wouldn't use like anti-aging products on it, because then your skin's gonna get used to having those ingredients that are meant for anti-aging, and if you stop using them, you're honestly gonna reverse what you're supposed to be doing, and you're gonna end up aging faster because you're not using the same quality ingredients that you were using at one point. So yeah, my advice to you young people watching is not to apply anti-aging products to your skin if you don't need it, because you're gonna end up ruining your skin in the long run. And you can watch many other videos and like hear other people tell you the same thing, people who are professional in this field, and they can tell you the same exact thing that I'm telling you. So I mean, that's just something that I've heard and learned about through the years, and I would want to share with you guys, because obviously who would want to make their skin look older when it shouldn't be looking older, you know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, if you're like a little bit older, to be honest, $95, I mean, it is Dior, and I'm sure that there are good ingredients in there but it is a little bit much, just like a little bit. And I'm sure that those serums will be as expensive, if not a little bit cheaper, as the lotion, just because it is Dior, you know, so it's just something to keep in mind. Okay, so Ulta Beauty, the brand itself, Ulta, is coming out with a Black Drop Charcoal Brightening Primer. It is retailing for $32. That is a very steep price to me, especially for Ulta, like their brand, because their brand to me is more like drugstore price. Maybe like if you compare it to Sephora, like their line of makeup, it's not so expensive. So for just one primer to be $32 is a lot of money. And I have a foundation from them and it's not even $32, it's like $15. So for me to think that a primer is almost double the price of a foundation is a lot to me. So that is something that I will definitely skip over. Okay, so next is something really, really pretty in my opinion. It is the It Cosmetics Volume 2 or Life Changing Eye and Cheek Palette. It comes with a middle, it goes from like a very light bronzer to a very pretty blush, and then it has 6 eyeshadow shades on each side. It seems like a decent pan size for each of the products. It is retailing for $38, and I believe that this is limited edition as well. And like I said, this is the second one that they have came out with, so I'm sure that in the past years they came out with the first palette. I think it looks really, really pretty, and I honestly don't think I own anything from It Cosmetics besides their brow, like their brow little spoolie. I got so scared because I'm like, where's my ring? And it's upstairs, thank God, because I would have killed myself if I lost it. Okay, sorry, back on track. I think that this palette is really pretty, and it can be versatile to many different people with different skin tones. So I mean, it's something that I wouldn't mind picking up, and I think it is really pretty, so I mean, it might be on my radar to pick up. Okay, next, Chanel is coming out with the Lion de Chanel, and it is a very, very pretty highlighter with a beautiful imprint of what looks like maybe the outline of a lion, and it's very, very pretty. It's $70, like I said. It's an illuminating powder, so I would assume it's for your highlight, and for $70, bitch, it better like fucking beam to the moon and back, if you know what I'm talking about. If not, then I don't think it's worth it. I honestly don't think I'm picking it up, because for $70 for one highlighter, I can get so much more for $70 for like a bunch of different things at even Sephora or Ulta. So $70 is a little bit cray-cray in my opinion, so I don't think I'm gonna pick it up at all. And along with Chanel, we'll just stay with the little Chanel vibe very quickly, and they're coming out with longwear powder eyeshadow, and each of them will retail for $30. And yes, it is one single eyeshadow for $30, and they do have 23 shades. So let me just do the math very quickly, just for like shits and giggles. If we do 23 times 30, because there's 23 shades and each of them are $30, you're gonna waste $690 on 23 shades. Like I said, I can get 23 shades probably of the same consistency, if not better, for maybe the most $50. And you're making me waste like 9 times that price more, like 10 times the price, for just your brand name. Squeeze me, nah. The one thing that I would want to try from Chanel, which is like not new, but it's the Soleil de Temps Chanel, and it's like that bronzer. It's a cream one that comes in the compact. I mean, everybody here on YouTube raves about it and knows about it if you are a very big makeup fanatic like I am, but that, like, honestly, I would want to try that more than I would want to try this, because that one has so many more great reviews, and I know that so many people love it, and it lasts a long time. So, and I just feel like I would get more use out of it. So yeah, these two products from Chanel are a very, very skip for me. A very, very big skip for me.
Okay, you guys, my camera rudely interrupted me because it died, and you guys won't believe the setup I have right now to get like this type of lighting, because on my vlogging camera, the lighting that I had situated before was not working out at all. so I had to like completely redo everything, and I basically killed my poor vlogging camera. Like, it fell from 5 feet straight, like straight down, and thank gosh it is okay, because I would have literally cried if something happened to my poor baby. I'm sorry. Okay, so Carity is coming out with a Picante palette. This palette retails for $19, which is not bad at all. Like, this is something that I'm probably gonna order. And this kind of has that fall pumpkin spice, take me to apple picking, take me pumpkin picking type of vibe. There are 21 shades, and they vary from shimmers, mattes, and satins. They are very, very pretty, very, I would say, mustard yellow, very red, very brown shades, and like I said, all around shouting fall. So I really, really love it, and for $19 for 21 shades, you're paying less than $1 a freaking shade. So it is something that, to me, in my eyes, is a steal, and I am definitely going to pick up for my next haul. So I'm probably gonna order that like whenever I have money on my credit card, because we all know how that works. Shaking my head, but we're all in the struggle and we know it, so it's okay. Okay, so, oh, there comes the heat again, so if you hear that, I'm sorry. But, so surprisingly, Amanda Sings is finally coming out with her own lipstick shade. And the reason that I say finally is because she is notorious for her lips and her lipsticks and her red gloss and her red, like, gloss, not even gloss, but like her red matte lip, and I feel like this is long past due. But yes, she is finally coming out with her own line of lipsticks. So right now, the only ones that are coming out is 2, and they both retail for $18. One is her signature red lip, and so it's a red lipstick, and the second one is a more nudie pink. The red, I would say the more nudie pink has a very much more appealing, more nice packaging in my opinion, and it's more like girly. It's very purple and it's iridescent. It's really, really pretty. I like the packaging much more for the nude shade than I do the red, but I personally probably would not pick up any of these shades, but I think that they are really, really pretty. If I were to pick up one, I would definitely pick the nude over the red, just because, as we all know here, I am a nude girl. So yeah, I would definitely pick up the nude over the red, but I don't think I am going to be picking up any of these. Okay, and for something very, very, very exciting in my opinion is the NARS Soft Velvet Pressed Powders, and I'm very excited. I emphasize again. So they are coming out with their highlighter, which is like the white shade that you can put underneath the eyes. They're coming out with a bronzer and what looks like a foundation, powder, and it looks really, really pretty. I have not tried, I don't think, any NARS. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I have not tried any NARS like shades for their powders, so I haven't tried that, but I've heard very great, very notorious things about NARS and their powders, so I am very excited to say that I am going to be picking one of these up, whether it is the bronzer or whether it is the foundation powder. I honestly might pick up both. I don't see myself so much picking up that white shade, so I feel like that is something that I can skip over, but the other two things coming out in their collections is something that I am very, very, very intrigued to pick up, and I most likely will. Fit Vanity Flare eyeshadow palette. This is going to retail for $48.50. There are 12 colors. This is something that honestly, in my opinion, looks so super duper boring. The first top row, you have like all the same shades in my opinion. They're like ranging from yellowy, like rosy gold, to like maybe one shade of a very, very light peach in there, and it's not all that. And then the bottom rows is literally like a bunch of browns, a bunch of neutrals, and it's just not my cup of tea. Okay, this is something pretty interesting. So Violet Voss is coming out with like 4 different palettes, and I believe each of them are gonna have 10 shades in it. They have like brought out black and white pictures of each and every one of them, but they have showed the shades of one. And the one that I am specifically talking about is Creme Brulee. This eyeshadow palette is like every other fall eyeshadow palette. It's super pretty. The packaging is super pretty. Again, I have personally never tried anything from Violet Voss, so I would be very interested to see what it's all about. And I've heard so many great things. Nicole Concilio had a sorry if you heard that. Nicole Concilio had a collaboration with them. I didn't pick that up. Like I just said, I have not tried anything from Violet Voss, so I would very, very, very much like to try something from them. So this is something that, whether it is this Creme Brulee palette or any of the other 3 palettes that they're coming out, or any of the other 3 palettes that they're coming out with, I will definitely end up picking up one of them and reviewing it on my channel, and I am very, very excited for that. And honestly, this Creme Brulee palette I am completely in love with, but if I get these other palettes that I'm telling you I'm going to get from indie brands, I'm not going to need that Creme Brulee palette because I'm going to have so many like very latte ass shades, and I'm not going to need any more of them, you know? So very, very pretty. Can't wait to see what other shades and palettes they come out with, so I'm waiting on that. Violet Voss, please stop giving us black and white photos and just give us the full shebang, please. Okay, and the last thing I would like to talk about is a very, very, very huge collection. And this is from Fenty Beauty. She is literally coming out with more of her cheek little blushes, like the cream ones. She is coming out with a whole bunch of lipsticks, a whole bunch of like highlighters, like the powder ones. There's a palette that personally I don't think I'm gonna pick up, and I wouldn't use as a highlighter palette, but I would definitely use it as like an eyeshadow palette because I do think that those shades are very, very pretty, and they're all like pretty shimmery too, so they would go very great on the eyes in my opinion. So that is what, if I were to pick it up, I would use it for. So yeah, she is coming out with very bold shades and colors for the lips, and I mean, we all know Rihanna, she is notorious for that, or not notorious, but she's been recently coming out with like really bold shades, and she has like every color under the rainbow, so she's adding more colors to that for her. I think this is like the winter collection or something like that, but it's a whole collection coming out. Like it's a lot of things, so like I'm pretty excited, and I might pick 1 or 2 things up because I have not tried anything from Fenty Beauty. I think my friend Carla like let me use like a primer one time, and it was really nice. I mean, I used it one time, so I didn't really have like much an opinion on it, but from what I remember, it didn't make my like face look like shit or anything like that. So to me, that's a pretty decent primer for like first impressions, you know? So yeah, I'm pretty ecstatic to try things from Fenty Beauty, so I might pick one of these things up. And she is also coming out with like the loose pigments for the eyes, and she's having like purple shades, blue shades, green shades, yellow shades, brown shades, like literally every shade under the sun, along with her lipstick shades. So I'm very excited for that, and I might pick one of these shades up. Probably like the purple is really speaking to me, and that shade, the purple shade that I'm talking about, is the shade February. If you haven't seen it already, look it up, or I'll probably pop it up here, so my face is probably gonna be blocked real quick. But yeah, it's really, really pretty, and I'm very excited to try one of these things out, and I really do want to pick up something from Fenty Beauty soon. So I am planning to pick up one of the things that just came out of her new collection, and maybe something old, like her, it's not really that old, but like her foundation or her primer or something like that. So I'm very excited to try something from Fenty Beauty soon. Okay guys, so this is going to complete my eyeing or not buying number 5. This is probably my longest one thus far, but I'm very happy that I got to like talk about all these products coming out. I'm very excited for all these products coming out, and I hope you guys are as well. If you guys enjoyed my video, give it a thumbs up. if you guys want to comment about anything that I just like talked about, go ahead and comment down below. I don't really get comments, so I always be checking them, seeing if anybody new comments or like if anybody comments, and nothing. So if you guys comment something, I'll be very, very happy. And if you guys stuck to the end, just let me know you guys stuck to the end, and I will be sure to give it a thumbs up and respond. So yeah guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.